And I will end by quoting a few verses from one Mujaddid in 1903. His name was Amadou Bamba. I will not read the Arabic, I'll read the English as fast as I can. It was a poem that he wrote when the French accused him of gathering weapons, because that's what they're doing now. We probably have some people in here. I'm not having a bad opinion of the Muslims, but there are probably some kafirun in here who probably think that we're gathering to talk about blowing up something, right? They accused him of gathering weapons for the jihad, and this was his response to them. He said, "O party of those who make three of the one God, who has no offspring nor parent, you infer about me saying that I am a slave of Allah and that I am one who struggles, a mujahid. You suspect that we have weapons. All of this from you is mere pettiness and envy. Your saying about me is true, for I am Allah's slave and the servant of the slave of Allah, the praised one Muhammad. You are saying that I am a mujahid. Verily, for the sake of Allah, the majestic, I am struggling as a mujahid." He says, "Verily, I struggle with knowledge and fear of Allah." That's his maidan, the place of his battlefield is with knowledge and taqwa. He says, "In this I am a slave and servant, and the protecting one is my witness. Verily, to Allah I am a slave and a servant of the Prophet, and he is my forerunner and my witnessing intercessor. May the blessings of the Lord, the one God, be upon him, along with peace upon his family and companions." He goes on to say, "By means of him, Allah has sufficed me against the people of the book who are oppressors. For everything from them is done out of contention and envy. As for my swords, which those who make three gods fabricate against me, it is Allah's divine unity." He's counting his swords now, what weapons he stored up. He said, "My first weapon is Tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As for my guns by which I banish the enemies, and by which I disperse from around me the aims of pig-headed colonizers, it is the wise reminder, the Quran, whose verses are decisive, by which the desires of the defiant devils is ripped apart. By it, those who attempt to drive me out are themselves frustrated in this world and the next, for Allah is my Lord, the majestic. By it, I am saved from the plots. By it, I am able to endure these nights of injustice. As for my spears, it is the prophetic traditions, which have been related from the one who obliterates disbelief, the best of narrators. By it I tear apart heretical innovation which have been invented, and by it I have been made into a joyous servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As for the branches of the religion, they are my arrows which I have sharpened. The branches of the religion are the burden, are the buttress of the traditions. By them I have driven away the assaults of dubious actions, and by them the arrows of corruption is driven away from me. As for my spies which gathers up secrets for me, it is spiritual purification by which I have been clothed in the most illustrious serenity. By it I have been safeguarded with security in this life and the next, and by it what was deposited for me before from him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has been assigned for me. Here Ahmed Bamba is saying to the colonialists that you think I have weapons, you think I'm buying weapons to blow up buildings. No, the weapons that I'm gathering is knowledge and taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's fear of Allah, getting up at night, fasting, having a good opinion of your brother, studying the Quran, studying the Hadith, living by it, practicing the purification of the heart. That is the weapon. Because when that person raises his hand, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will answer him, and Allah will give him victory. And know for a surety, I can see by the faces on every believer here that the victory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very close. Assalamu alaikum.